Amongst the green fields and the rolling dales of Derbyshire, there sits a little village church, and it's in Sterndale, and it's a place where the door is always open. By the side of the road, off the beaten track, this is a tiny Christ church, which was built in 1847 to serve the villagers of Sterndale, Cowdale and Staddon in the parish of Buxton, and deceivingly it seats up to 100 people. Now this memorial Celtic cross is dedicated to 4 local men who fell in the First World War, 1914 to 1919. Visitors and walkers seem to be welcome, people who have explored the area, and they can pause for a needed rest. And deceivingly, it seats up to 100 people. Much of this is due to the local community rallying together to preserve this valuable and historic building, instead of handing it to the Historic Churches Trust. This is why it's open most of the time. Also, with the efforts of the Pickford family, I'm informed, a name known nationwide for household removals and transport operations. I think the tranquility of this little church owes much to its setting and the absence of traffic, as road signs advise that Sterndale is a dead end. There's some gorgeous stained glass windows and fine examples of carved oak, including the pulpit and the lectern. In the centre of Sterndale there's a cluster of cottages and houses which make up this hamlet, and there's a tiny village green with the remains of an ancient buttercross, which I'll show you later. From the regally named Sterndale there's a steep track down to Deepdale, which is a fascinating dry ravine with precious limestone crags, and it contains a cave. And one of the largest caves in Deepdale is probably 100 yards long. It contains a drop after about 20 feet, and it's known as Obhurst House, where it is thought that mischievous Hob, like a pixie-like cryptid, lived, which was mentioned in my Cryptids of Derbyshire video. Around 1974 a stone axe was found, in middle or late Neolithic date I think, and it was found at Cowdale Quarry not far away. And it's now kept at Buxton Museum, and it provides proof of habitation, possibly going back to prehistoric times. Now this is the buttercross. This ancient village cross was repaired by the parishioners in commemoration of the coronation of King George VI in 1937. And this medieval gritstone cross shaft, stump, or remains of, with an octagonal section set in a square base, and it's mounted on 3 steps. And the base has an inscription recording the repair of the monument to commemorate the coronation of King George VI. And then we have these Peak District cryptids come to see us and have a look at us. They just appeared from a building across the way. I wanted to take them home, they were dead cute.